Welcome. I know it's been a little while. Been about 2 weeks. Hopefully, some people will show up. I'm chewing on a couple pork rinds. I hadn't eaten since what's up, Larry? I was trying to get everything ready. I was running a little behind today. Dang, according to the camera, I'm looking like a midget. What's up, Matt? There's Kurt. What's up, buddy? Pork rinds, Larry. No carbs in pork rinds. We're all good. Oh. Yep, let's see. Total carbs. Less than 1 gram. What's up, William? Yeah, he probably could have, Larry. I told everybody I'd be knocking the daggum airplanes out of the sky with my butt shining. Mr. William, good to see you, buddy. I'm pork rind a little bit hard. A little bit hard. Christoph, what's up, buddy? Thank you. Good to see you as well. Missed you last week. Boys, let me tell y'all something. Larry already knows this, but the majority of y'all probably don't. This past week was my second week that I was at work, and from the 4th to last Saturday was my first week. I worked 99.21 hours in 7 days. We left late again. I'm at the seaside. There you go. Monday of August the 4th. Hey, Family Master. Monday of August the 4th. I left the house at 6:30 a.m. Whatever the next Monday is, I got home at 12:15 a.m. Monday morning. Whatever that was, 7 days after the 4th. What, the 9th, 8th or 9th, 10th, something like that. I left it Monday morning at 6:30, and I got back the next Monday at 12:15 a.m. The 10th, yeah. So that's how long I was gone. Saturday I worked 17 and a half hours. Sunday I worked 17.98 hours. Oh, 11, sorry. That's fine. Thank you, buddy. I'm I'm feeling pretty good. My feet are a little sore. My legs are a little sore. We have an app on our phone, Larry, called iSolved, and we go in and punch our time. Like if I go from here to the shop, I don't count that. But when I get to the shop, from the time I get to the shop till we leave the shop, is logged as shop, and then travel as travel, and then job site. And we've got a whole bunch of different things. Yep, Family Masters here. There's Dave Anderson. What's up, old timer? I'm eating a couple pork rinds, y'all. We are actually going to eat supper tonight, but I'm going to eat after the live feed. So I will be an hour behind on my fasting, but I hadn't eaten hardly nothing today, so it'll be fine. Well, the other three guys that was there with me, Larry. Now, as far as as far as like actually showing, now I do have some things like Saturday night, I walked out to the truck to take a smoke break, and I took a picture of the moon. So I've got a picture of the moon and me standing in the parking lot at the job site at 10:35 Saturday night. And the guy who worked at the plant, he had to stay there the whole time we were there working. Welcome to the channel, any first timers, True Blues. Thanks to the moderators and the super chatters. Y'all welcome. Come in and have a sit down with us. Oh yeah, I love them pork rinds. Them good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, mercy. I got stuff laying everywhere in here randomly. The shop is a mess. I had to do some work earlier today. I had to run and get a few things today, and then I had a fan for a wood chipper I had to get fixed for a buddy of mine so he could get it back going. I was 290 this morning, William. I've actually gained a pound or so. I was 289 and now I'm at 290. But I think I put on some muscle while I was gone because we worked a bunch. I mean, I was in Winchester for 7 days. I got Monday off of this week. This week it just ended. I was off Monday. I washed my clothes, got my bag repacked, and then Tuesday morning, me and Tobias, who is from Austria, we left Tuesday morning and went back to Winchester and finished the job. It took us about another 10 hours. But we got it done. Daryl! I did a lot in my small forest this week. That's awesome. I'm holding around 300, give or take a few. That's right. So what do you actually do? Lay it out. Littner is a company that sells recycling shredders. So I do maintenance, diagnostic, and new installs. And what we were doing not this week, but the week before when we were going to Winchester, the customer had a new install, and they had two conveyors, an input conveyor and an output conveyor, which were not the best, and they were having a lot of trouble with them. So we actually went up and tore out two conveyor lines and installed two brand new conveyor systems that were shipped from Austria. We actually had to wait until Tuesday to start working because the conveyors did not arrive until Tuesday morning at about 9:30 and 11:30 because they were hung up in port on ship. But that's more or less what I do. Will you work on rock crushers too? I don't think they have rock crushers, Larry. They'll grind. They may have some that grind rock, but I don't know. I hadn't seen them all. Most of the stuff's grinding plastic, fiberglass, wood, steel, and aluminum. The conveyors that we were working on this past time, they were mainly plastic and fiber reinforced plastic. What's up, Mr. Jonathan? But if anybody's wondering, the first 2 weeks I put in 138 hours in 2 weeks. So, needless to say, I'm still very tired today. I went out. We had our men's meeting at the church this morning. I got up late and went to that. Then I had to run to town and pick up some things. Then I had to run to a buddy of mine's house, drop off some things. I had to get a little finances because I don't have a check yet. I won't get my check until next Friday because the things didn't get in for me to get my check, the first paycheck. So I had to go borrow. I had to get some money and borrow some money to make enough to have everything. That's right, Larry. Our profitability has increased greatly. I bagged up 34 tons of corn for our hunters night out on 9/11/25. There you go. That's a lot of corn. 34 tons, you gonna shoot every deer in the county, are you? State? Probably state. I do look a lot different in the camera though, that's for sure. This stuff right here is really cut out. What's up, Reds? Did you all see the 880 or the 3120 races on Cold Start Oktoberfest this year? I got your piece of tubing laying out here somewhere, Jonathan, for your crank. It's over there. Hopefully next weekend I will get to start back on that thing. What's up, Johnny? I'm hoping to be in town next Saturday, and I don't have a meeting Saturday morning, and hopefully everything will be good because they said we wouldn't work quite as much as we did the first week, and I said that's okay. I didn't mind. We have 14 thumbs up and 16 people. But yeah, that's pretty much how my week went. Now this past week we worked out of town 2 days. We left Tuesday, we got back late Wednesday evening. Spent one night out of town. Monday morning I'll be leaving out again to go to somewhere in South Carolina. I'll be gone for 2 or 3 days down there to do some bearing installs. What's up, Danny? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I was doing pretty good. I've had a good first 2 weeks at my new job. Matter of fact, I need to wipe my spectacles off. Now I did have some trouble beating up my left hand pretty bad, but it survived. It's sore. Thank you, Johnny. I actually put on a little bit of weight, Johnny, and I thought I was getting bigger, but my pants say I'm getting smaller, and everybody thinks it's just I added on muscle. Oh, look. I knocked a big hole in my hand here. I got a big hole there. There. I tried to rip my thumb off. I got a couple of holes here that's about healed, and I got one there that's healed. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, I think that's what the weight gain was, because I have worked muscles. If y'all have seen me doing some of the things I've done, you wouldn't believe I could do it, because I didn't believe I could do it. I have been up in a scissor lift. I've been on top of machines. I've been hanging from the edge of stuff. What's up, Steve? Yeah, I'm losing my baby fat. That's what it is. My face is trimmed down a lot. You can actually see. You can see the muscles in my neck. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you, buddy. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm tired. I am very tired. Now, I actually worked some this morning to try to get some things knocked out. And then, like, I spent the last 2 or 3 hours in the swimming pool just relaxing a little bit. And Mama and Little C are gonna run and get some wings and stuff. And I don't know exactly how long they'll be before they get back, but I'm going to go back out there here directly, and we're going to have some wings tonight. Then I'm going to rest some more. Working hard makes you sleep good. Well, you know, there was a couple nights that I had trouble sleeping, and I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But my alarm wasn't set but to 5:45, but I was getting up at 5 o'clock. I was pretty invigorated over the first week. It's hotter than heck in Central Florida, just miserable. Oh yeah, it's pretty. It's 90 degrees here. It's smoking out there, pretty hot. But in the pool, it ain't so bad. In the pool, it ain't so bad. It's a hot. Oh, scab just come off. Hopefully this next week I won't get roughed up so bad. We've got to put a set of drum bearings in South Carolina. Just finished the yard, now I'm melting. That's right. Go get in the pool, Jonathan. It's a lot cooler. It was hot in Manassas, Virginia today. I think that's a good plan. Well, it was in the high 80s up in Winchester. It was I think 87 was the hottest day. It was over 100 up in the ceiling though, where we were working on the top ends of those conveyors. Sorry, y'all. This morning was the first morning I've slept past 6 o'clock in 2 weeks. We got a Cat 5 hurricane Aaron spinning out there and just keep on this week. I was going to head to the beach, but we got some vicious thunderstorms rolling in. Where are you at, Steve? What's up, high water? 88 degrees and humid. Port Huron, Michigan. Oh. How about you get in there? I'm trying to get my nasal spray back in my pocket. I'm in Inglis on the Gulf side, about 90 miles north of Tampa. Oh yeah, 75 degrees here in my garage. I think it's about 70 here inside the garage. I got it set on 68. But I can say that I do enjoy the job. Now, the boss man called about the middle of the week, and he wouldn't call me. He called my buddy Jason that I'm working with, and he asked him if I was okay because he was worried that I was going to quit because we were working so many hours. And I'm like, no, I'm having a ball. Aside from being tired and sore, I'm having an amazing time. I was cutting wood 35C. Yeah, that's hot. I will be learning the metric system a little more, y'all, because I'm working with mainly Austrians. And they give me measurements. He's like, it's 75. I'm like, 75 what? Millimeters? Like, what's that in inches? It's about 3 inches. Okay. Like, whatever. I don't know. But I've already done a good many things, and we've had a good time. That's right. What's up, J&S? Good to see you. I'm trying to set up straight, y'all, but I'm very tired. Very, very tired. I lost my wedding ring when I was at work. Had to make a new one. Of course, my other one, y'all know, was too big. I had to make one that was smaller, but it's still like, it's close to being loose again. Oh. My girlfriend's from Germany, so I've got a crash course in the metric system, unless it has to do with vehicle bolt size or chainsaw. I got no idea. Too hot here to do much. You look narrower. I'm feeling a lot narrower, Family Master. I slid into places where I'd never been able to got in before. We had 2 conveyor systems in a container, and I had to walk down one conveyor, jump over to the other, and go back through it, and then jump under the top of the other conveyor. Yeah, the tape measures that we use, William, they purchased them. They're metric on one side and standard on the other. So, but the problem is they don't have millimeters on it. They have centimeters, so I have to break it down into centimeters, but I'm getting better at it. Now, Tobias carries a small measuring tape in his pocket that is it's just metric. It doesn't have standard on it. Man walked in a hardware store and said, I'd like to buy a chainsaw that can cut down 10 trees an hour. The store owner hands him top of the line model. This is one of our best, he says. I guarantee you it'll do the job. The man inside takes it home. Next day he comes back furious, throws it on the counter, says this thing's useless. I worked all day and only managed to cut down one tree. The store owner's shocked. That's impossible, he says. He said, let me take a look. He takes a chainsaw outside, pulls the starter cord. It roars to life. Vroom! The man jumps back, alarmed, and shouts, what's that noise? That's right. I remember that, Joe. Yeah, he was cutting them down by. Mm. Ooh. That's right. That's right. Dad jokes are the best. That was a good one. I do like that job. So that's a good bit about the job. I think I've told most all of it that I can think of. If anybody else has got any questions about it, they can ask it and I'll try and answer it. Otherwise, anybody got any chainsaw questions? You can get them in millimeter tape. Yeah, yeah. That's the way. That's the way Tobias's is, William. It's in millimeters. East Coast Aussie, happy Saturday, buddy. Jason was up in Eastern Canada last week. So are the wrenches. Yes, all our wrenches are metric. I was showing Tobias my set of metric sockets. My set of metric sockets has a 9/16 in it and a 1-inch socket, because the 1-inch will fit a 25 millimeter and a 9/16 will fit a 14, but it don't work the other way around. So I've got the best of both worlds when I got it like that. That's right. Nice. Yeah. The only other one that you really need is a 3/8. But 3/8 doesn't work the best on a 10 millimeter. Our versions of that joke, he was an Amish man and bought the chainsaw. Yeah. I'm thinking mango, chicken, fried rice, and some lo mein. Ooh, that does sound good, Larry. We're going to have wings tonight. Uh-oh, Brian said he bought a Steel Weed Whacker FS91. Them can be a little troublesome sometimes. Hopefully you got a good one. I've got one of those, but it never would run right, so I scrapped it. What's up, Joey? Oh, brand new, never fired up. Yeah, that one should be fine. On sale at Ace Hardware. Yep. Holy Lord, praise Jesus. Something besides me but steals. That's right. How you doing, Joey? Good to see you, buddy. Ooh, I thought you meant a chainsaw. Adjustable wrench works on all metric and SAE. That's right. FS94 is my favorite. Oh, thank you, Joey, for the help. I appreciate that. Hopefully Friday I'll have everything. Hopefully this coming Friday everything will be taken care of good. Because I didn't get anything the first one or the second one. I think it was just that way. We're not sure where Goat's at. Old timers or somebody said he'd been working up north where he didn't have a lot of signal. I'm at the after party at the wedding. Don't drink too much, Joey. My Walmart weed eater whacker gave up after 8 years. Gave up. You're having trouble spelling today, Brian? Question. I have Farmer Tech 660 that when I tighten the bar nuts, the chain gets pinched and won't move. Any suggestions? Have you ran it before, Red? If you haven't ran it before, those plastic sliders in there sometimes rub the chain, and you have to crank it and rev it up and let the chain cut some off of those plastic sliders. Calling the National Guard. Hopper, did you register in for the races in Oktoberfest? They only have 5 seats left. I haven't registered, Jonathan, because I don't have anything to race, and the way it's looking, I'm not going to have time to build it. Wait a minute. Yeah, if you hadn't run it, Red, and you bolted on there, sometimes you have to crank it and rev it up and let it cut some off them plastic sliders. I also have a Vulcan 220 TIG and stick loader on the way. There you go. Too late for that, buddy. Dang beers are $10 each. Do Austrians pray in metric? I'm not sure. They probably do. Claim your seat even if you're not sure if you're going. Okay, I'll try that. I don't know if I'm going to make it, Jonathan. We will pray for you, Brian. Lord, help Brian to see the light. Oh, you already did with the shop. Harbor Freight is having a parking lot sale, and I got $220 off the price. There you go. Won't be getting a steel saw anytime soon. Hopper, you looking good, buddy. Thank you, Joey. Austrians pray to Almighty God. I don't have to pay for my forced rent, just hard work. Now I have so much wood that I can even sell it. I will then sell this at a very good friend price, just the chain, our fuel expenses. Cannonball, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Cannonball, I have 895 101 swap underway. That's right, Buzzy Jaw. They still have to put their metric sockets on standard size ratchets. That's right. Harbor Freight deals nice. Almighty might have to go check it out tonight. That is something about this job, fellers. All you mechanic fellers out there, I want y'all to answer this question. If you're a mechanic, have you, or technician, you ever worked anywhere that supplied tools for you? I have never. All the places I ever worked, you had to supply your own tools. This place supplies your tools for you. Phenom, Bellhopper, you are looking amazing. God bless you and protect you and your loving family. Good to see you, Phenom. Thank you, brother. This place supplies your tools, and they give you a company credit card and say, if you need something for a job, go get it. I got my tool bag the other day, and one of the reasons I think they do it is we have to fly with we have to fly with a tool bag. So on some of the trips I go on, I will have to carry my tool bag to the airport and check my tool bag. So they give us tools so that if they get lost, they're not ours. Ohio State has bought me $47,000 worth of tools over 15 years. There you go. Sounds about as good as unlimited PTO. That's right. I have a metric shovel and hammer in both of his left and right versions. There you go. The company it's pronounced Lintner. It's Lindner. It's Lintner Recycling America. I need a new 4-wheel drive tractor. How big is the max credit card? Max on that? I don't know yet, Joey. Or old timer. No, they've never supplied my tools, and my work truck has all the tools that I need for my job. But I'm fixing to go to the union so I can keep all of my tools at home. There you go. It's classified. I'm running the Super Pro 60 no brake and an 18-inch bar. There you go. Well, the good news is it's just a part-time job. You pick which 12 hours you want to work in the day. That's right. What are you talking about, Jonathan? We ain't worked 12 hours yet. It's been way more than that. It involves weight loss, a pool, and a table with refresher courses in dancing. There you go. Manuel, hola, Bellhopper, una saluda. It's fire. Good to see you, Manuel. Hola, brother. Gracias. Gracias, Manuel. Virgo, what's up, buddy? I'm so tired I couldn't even think of how to say thank you in Spanish. Sorry. Oh, open range. I still want you to port and refurbish that Mac 1010 hopper. All right, open range. We'll get to it sometime. I'm settling in now. It may be something. It might be something that take me a little while to do it, but I'm still planning on doing some. It's gracias. Kelvin, Spain, you live in Spain, Manuel? She goes easy on the fuel. Goat's usually here to translate for me. But he's not been here. Sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Oh, and other news, it won't be real long, I don't think, before I finally get some insurance. That's what I was trying to say. If you smoke and you're going to the UK, stock up on smokes. It's freaking expensive over here. At least 15 bucks a pack. Just say, hey, Joey, where Jason was at in Canada, they were 30 a pack. He called me the other day. He said, guess how much cigarettes are here? I was like, $30 a pack. He was like, yep, you got it right. I said, I believe I'd go easy on them. Believe I'd go easy on them. Woo! Oh, and there was an earthquake while he was up there, Joey, and he seen 3 polar bears. And the town next to where he was at, a guy got ate by a polar bear last year. That would be enough to make me quit. I think he bought 2 packs while he was there. He's up there a week. I told him, I said, these ain't looking so bad now, are they? I think this thing will last for over a week if you don't smoke the fire out of it. Some of my tools I used, I had to make on my own. I've got some of them, William. Oh, I'll tell y'all something. You see this little drill chuck here? This thing come in real handy the other week. I had to drill a little hole, and I got this golly whopper. Well, this thing won't hold a little drill bit, but if you run this back and put that in there like that, and then tighten the chuck up, now you can hold itty bitty drill bits. You can put little ones in there, so I can drill carburetor jets and stuff. I mean, it's a little tough using a 10,000th drill bit. You can. This is actually for a Bergmaster rotating turret drill press, Larry. This is a Jacobs OB. Jacobs Chuck. This is a number OB. The range is 0 to 5/32, and it's tap 5/16 24 from the factory. Hopper, you look like you dropped some weight, cuz I have, buddy. I'm down about 90 pounds. I got this off of a Bergmaster, Larry. The beer is $10 a beer. I'm ready to go back home. That's right. I've dropped about 90 pounds. Gracias Sport, this videos, Tango, Mini Mac 110, 120. Me on service. So it says, thank you for the videos. You helped me with the Mini Mac service much. Videos. So nice. Okay. Denata, Manuel. Denata, buddy. I understand some of it, but not all of it. Just took my air compressor to 155 psi for the first time. Talk about scary. That's right. You can do root canals now. That's right. Why is it that there is a reasonable difference in fuel consumption between the Mac? For example, the 710 drinks much more than the Super 60 or the Pro Max 700 and stop. That is weird. Hopper, little man, Connor says hello. Hello, Connor. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you've been good for Daddy. I don't know about the fuel consumption on them, Christoph. Some of them have different size carburetors. Some of them are 640,000. Some of them are 750,000 in the Venturi. I had my dad's old Craftsman saw fuel lines replaced, and now it runs like a scalded dog. That's right. That's right. Woo. He's a little player. He has 2 different girlfriends now. I know how that is, Joey. Yep, I know all about that. It gets old after a while, though. Can I adjust that then? If you'd have to look at the carburetors, Christoph, to see. When I say that, what I mean is the bore, that tapered hole in here. Some of the Mac carbs, some of the older ones were 640 thousandths, I think. Isn't that right, Brian? 640, and some of them are 750 thousandths. So you get more air in some of them than you do others, so you have to have more fuel. When you limit the amount of air, the amount of fuel is different. And the girls have the same daddy. You're looking good. I have struggled all summer to lose just 22 pounds. I'm doing intermittent fasting and the carnivore diet, high water. I mainly eat eggs, bacon, sausage, hamburger, steak, shrimp, pork chops, some kielbasa, some hot dogs, chicken wings, pork rinds, cheese, pepperoni, Pecans. Pecans are not on the carnivore diet, but they're on the keto diet. So I do enjoy some pecans as well. More fuel is more power. Sometimes it is more air and fuel is, Christoph. Because the more you can get in there, the bigger boom you can make. I've been doing this for almost 90 days now. And I'm down about 90 pounds from October of last year now. When I started this 90 days ago, I've only lost about 50. I've lost like 53 pounds since the 1st of June, May, June. Somewhere around the middle of May, the 1st of June, I've lost 53 pounds. And my arthritis is well more behaved than it has been. I mean, I look tired now from the last 2 weeks. I mean, I have seriously put in some time. I'll have to call you, Matt. What's up, Brian? I might let you call me on Facebook right after this. The Super Pro 60 sounds faster and revs higher. Yeah, the piston's a little smaller and they'll get with it. Woo. What's up, Brandon? Howdy, brother. Good to see you. Thank you. I cannot tell you how much better I feel. I felt like I actually done a double take in the mirror this morning when I was getting ready to go. I didn't look right. I looked like the wrong person in the mirror. Well, I'm going to feed the four-legged kids. You all have a good night. All right, William, we'll see you, buddy. Have a good one. We appreciate you, brother. About to take a ride on the bike, drive the baffles, and may reset carbs again in a few. Drilled the baffles. Marty, doing a little catfishing and now alive. How good is my life? That's right. When I'm out there, I will try to make you a video. That's awesome, buddy. Front page. Hello, everybody. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Come on in the house. El Capitan. I might move y'all a little bit closer so I can sit back a little bit. I'm trying to rest a little bit. Y'all, I ain't kidding. These first technically I've done 3 or 4 weeks since I went back to work. My first 2 weeks I worked 138 hours for those of y'all who weren't on here to start with. Well, all right, High Water, we'll see you, buddy. I worked 138 hours the first 2 weeks. And I know what you're thinking. Hopper, there's not that many hours in there. There is. Most of the time I'm alone in the forest and I have no backup or help. Danger time. That's right. You got to be careful. There's 168 hours in 7 days. And out of those 7, we were at work for 100 of them. 99.21, I think it was exactly. So I hadn't had a chance to really set and refresh yet. I've only been off 2 days. Last Monday I was off, and today, and I actually worked today here because I had to go and do a meeting, and I had some work to do here, so I tried to get that done for a fella who's one of my regular customers who's trying to get his wood chipper back up and going. So I did work some today, and then I spent a couple hours, and then I come out here to do the live feed. When I get done with the live feed, I'm gonna go back out there and rest. We're just gonna hang out on the porch probably and relax a little bit, sit back and rest, and tomorrow I'm gonna rest tomorrow, but I do have to get up early to make it to church. So I won't be able to sleep in the morning, but nonetheless, I'm still having a good time. Thumbs up, everybody. Smitty, what is up, brother? Hope everything's going good for you, Smitty. I gotta try to get some stuff in some boxes. I'll probably try to ship next at the end of the week, Smitty. I've got like 5 saws I need to ship. I got to have Mama go pick me up some boxes, and I'll probably ship them out somewhere towards the end of the week. Yes, you for sure need some extra Jesus in your life. Yeah, Larry, I did. Like I said, I couldn't make it to church last week because I was out of town. And my boss man, he really didn't want us to have to be out of town that long. And he gave me the day off on Monday, and he made Jason work half a day. So, well, Jason didn't have to work half a day. He had to go to Canada, so he was off till 12 o'clock, and then he had to go get on the airplane and alcohol. That's right. Oh, I thought there was something on my shirt right there. Y'all can't see it, but my phone screen is actually cracked. I got to go get a new phone or get this in warranted or something. But I got to pay the bill next week, so. And I make my first truck payment next week. The bad thing is I didn't get my check in time to make it, so I had to go borrow some money. make my first truck payment. But, you know, it is what it is. James, how are you doing today? Doing pretty good, James. How are you? There's Mama Hopper. Have y'all left to go get us some stuff, Mama? I should have told you to put 7 in there instead of 6. If you hadn't yet, if you don't mind, do 7 instead of 6. And just use the last one. Oh. I look so slim on the dadgum camera, it looks weird looking at myself. Oh. Oh, yeah. Anybody else got any solid questions they want answered? We'll try to answer some. Hey, I'm going to college to work on chainsaws. That's awesome, buddy. What college are you going to? Here's a virtual Chips Ahoy. There you go. I'm tired, y'all. I really am. I know y'all have heard me say that a lot, but I really put it down. I've tried to stay as busy as I possibly could. Now this week wasn't so rough. We worked out of town 2 days, and then I worked in town for 2 days. But we had a lot of stuff to do. It was a lot of walking. Lots of walking. I could lay down right now. Chris, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. Been busy. Been busy with my new job. Been working a lot of hours. Not quite as many this week as last week, but still got 38 in. I just missed the 710 that I've been chasing for weeks. Finally being able to have a decent conversation with the difficult salesperson. He no longer sells it because well, you left us hanging on that one, Christoph. Why is he no longer selling it? It has a leak and he took it to the recycling center this afternoon. That's scandalous. That's just plumb crazy. Mama never did respond to me. For $50. Told him you'd give 75 for it. I don't know, some people, Christoph, just don't make no sense. Ugh. Hey, I got a Poland Pro chainsaw my aunt gifted to me. I tore it down and put it back together, and it doesn't run. What is it, James? If every chainsaw went to the recycling center that had a leak, there wouldn't be any saws anywhere. That's right, Rich. Wouldn't be a cotton picking one of them left if they all went to the recycling center for a leak. What's up, Zachary? A 2050. I've had some trouble with one. I got one of those as well. I've had trouble. I can't get the darn thing to run. It's been a lot of fun, Zachary. I worked 138 hours in the last 2 weeks. I have been loving the new truck. It was in good shape. I love my truck. I have several that will end up getting scrapped. I can't get anyone to buy them. Smitty's got some saws for sale. He gonna scrap them if nobody buys them. And he'll stack them cheap, stack them deep, and sell them cheap. So if anybody wants to buy a saw, holler at Smitty. he will ship them, and he will let you come to the house and get them if you want to. You can tell them what you got if you want to, Smitty. Three tractor bucket loads, already scrapped. Probably 50 or more. Pioneer P51 stronger. Them P51s are stout. I have 2511. I have lean out condition when it gets hot. Impossible to tune. RPM changes depending on how I flip the saw around, tore it down, clean it, sealed the intake with PermaShield gasket seal. How old is it, front page? If it's not very old, buy a new carburetor and put on it. A year and a half, it could possibly be a crank seal leaking. With some of them Echoes, the carburetor just goes stupid and you can't fix it. The very first one I had issues with, it went stupid. I worked on it for about 2 weeks before I replaced the carburetor. Goats! What's up, buddy? Everybody was asking where you was, and I told them I wasn't sure. That somebody said you'd been out of town. The one, I've had 3 that I had to put new carburetors on front page because they just went stupid. You couldn't get them to run right. That sounds a lot like it. Here are 2 Pioneers for sale, 4151, good check, but for €1,000. That really ain't that bad a price, Christoph. I don't remember exactly what they done front page, but I know they were goofy, and sometimes you could tip them back and forth and they would run different. It is possible it could be a crank seal, but I know I've had 3 that had bad carburetor issues that I could not fix. I've been traveling a bit too, goats. Ain't no problem, front page. I hope that takes care of it. Been having phone troubles. I have had some out of the box. Like, I had one new one straight out of the box front page that was stupid. The other 2 had been run. They had been run for a while, and they just started giving problems, and I couldn't get it adjusted. And the way I found the first one was somebody actually brought another one in here that ran fine, and I swapped the carburetor. And then the other one ran fine. I put the other carburetor on the other, and it run bad, and I was like, okay, it's the carburetor. But I think you can get a new carburetor, a new OE carburetor for that thing for about $50. What's up, G-Man? Good to see you, buddy. How's Pokey Bear doing? Hopefully good. All right, front page, let us know how it goes. Hopefully that will take care of it. Well, it's like this. If it needs crank seals, it's easier to change the carburetor before it is the crank seals. She's doing good. How does last week at work? Well, G man, I worked 99.21 hours, I think, my first week, and 38 hours my second week. So my first check's going to be 138 hours. I think I could get an 880 carb to work on 3120. It should just about fit on there, Smitty. It should be pretty close. I'm working on recycling shredders, goat. For Littner Recycling America. I took a job traveling. So I was out of town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I got home. We worked Sunday. We left at like 5:30 Sunday evening, 5:30 or 6:30 Sunday night, and we got home at 12:15 Monday morning. I had the day off on Monday. I washed my clothes, packed them back in my bag. Tuesday morning I left and went back to Virginia and stayed Tuesday night. Well, we went back to Virginia Tuesday and we worked till 6:30 Tuesday night. Then we stayed at the hotel Tuesday night. We worked till midday Wednesday or so. Went back to the hotel, took a shower, checked out, got in the truck, and headed home on Wednesday. We stopped, ate lunch, and we got home about 6:30 Wednesday evening, and then I worked at the shop Thursday and Friday. Yeah, G man, it was a lot. What's up, Jeffrey? But I can honestly say that I did have a good time doing it. I'm down about 90 pounds, goat, since last October. Steel 261, used it for felon customers. That gummit. My phone keeps jumping on me. Felon customers, smaller trees like palms, but come to find out the entire case half and oil pump are nearly completely pitted through because of the etching from the palms. I don't know what you could do to take care of that front page. I mean, you could clean it off and epoxy it. It probably ain't gonna help for a long time. Most of the etching I've ever seen was just magnesium rot. Thank you, Goats. Goats is alive, that's right. What kind of shredders are they? They're Littner shredders. Look up, it's LINDNER, Micromat 2000, and you will see about what we've been working on, Smitty. We got a Micromat 2000, 2200, and a 1600 or something like that, or 1900, a little smaller one. Well, I'm going to run to Wally World and get some fuel in the old bike. She's thirsty. That's right. All right, Brandon, be careful, buddy. Work hard, live good, take some time, and a nice break. Oh, yeah. We are planning on going on a cruise next year, Christoph, and we will be coming to Europe. So, the end of August next year, if everything goes right, I will be in Europe sometime right at the end of August. I'm not exactly sure where yet, but we're going to Europe. Ever since Smitty's event, things have been crazy. That's right. What kind of material? They do plastic, paper, wood, reinforced plastic, metal, aluminum, steel, fiberglass, all kinds of stuff, Smitty. Are the Huskies the same case half material? Yes, they're magnesium. You need someone to drive you. Yes, Larry, you gonna drive me? I ran an industrial paper shredder for many years, about 2 tons of paper per hour. Was it a fast wheel cutter? The ones that we run, the wheels are pretty fast on them when they're grinding the smaller stuff. So when I figure out exactly where all we're supposed to be going, Christoph, I'll let you know. You have to plan a little time off around August. August the 26th, 27th, 28th, somewhere around in there. It's going to be somewhere big near a place that does cruises. We're going to fly to Europe. We're going to fly to Europe and spend 3 days around in Europe, and then we're going to get on a cruise ship. I'll get more information, Christoph, so you'll know. They're big long grinding drums, Smitty, with a set of fixed knives. Look like you've dropped a few more pounds since July. I hope you modeled all your threads for everyone. That's right. I had to go buy smaller clothes. My 42s are actually loose now. I can wear a 40. Depending on the pants, I could probably wear a 38. Charlie! What is up, Charlie Briscoe? Good to see you, buddy. Curly Bill. That's on my holidays, maybe. Make it happen, Christoph. We're going to have an episode of Rednecks in Europe. Here we are looking at a giant metal thing. We switched from drum style to the other style. It was faster. Yeah, this is 2 sets. They're 2 sets that they spin, and they got like grates or screens with different size holes, and they grind until the stuff goes through. I'm trying to get to 250, Chris, so I got 40 more pounds to go. I mean, honestly, the size I am now is amazing. I don't mind being this size, but I would like to see my abs. So I'm trying to do that. One of my goals from last year's New Year's resolution is I wanted to see some abs. And I'm trying. Now, granted, when I'm working, I don't have as much time to work out as I did. Because once I'm done working 15, 16 hours, I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm going to try to keep it going, G, man. I did gain a little bit of weight, like I said. I think it's mainly muscle, though, because I am thinner. Front page, back to work. Thanks for the advice, sir. Ain't no problem, front page. If we have a live feed next week, which as far as I know, we should be around Saturday, try to come back and let us know if things go good. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Hopefully, whenever things get straightened out, when I get settled back into this job, I may have some days off during the week where there'll be some times when I don't work. That's good. Yeah, that'd be awesome. There'll be some times when I don't work during the week and I may be able to work on some saws and film some videos. And as long as I've got my clothes washed and my bags packed, I can do whatever. It's just I've been exerting a lot of energy and I'm very tired. My body is extremely sore, so I haven't tried to do a whole lot this week other than rest when I wasn't at work. Except for today when I did work today. But I was trying to help one of my friends get his equipment going. It's been down for like 3 months and he spent probably $18,000 on it. Ain't been able to use it. So I'm trying to help him get it up and going. But I got a notification a few minutes ago that my supper has arrived. So I'm probably gonna head out here shortly and go eat. It's just a little bit past my fasting window. What's up, John Bob? Johnny Bobby, I've been working like you do, buddy. My first week at my new job was 138 hours in 2 weeks. Needless to say, I'm tired. But I can't wait to see that paycheck next week. I'm scared of what the government might do to it, but nonetheless, it still ought to be good. I don't know. I don't know where he's at, Larry. I hadn't heard from him in a while. Coincidentally, we have leave a month later next year. Normally I go at the end of July, but for budget reasons, they want us to go a little later when the prices are milder. Well, that might work out to our advantage, Christoph. We might get to meet in Europe, and that will be amazing. Our drum shredder did about 1.5 ton per hour, built by Allegheny Shredder. The new one didn't need any screens and did 4 ton per hour, built by Shred Tech. They were big CDL mobile shredders. We have some walking shredders too. I'll know more about them as I work on them, Smitty. All right, get out of the way. It's called Littner Recycling USA, John Bob. Hopper, it's always good to see you when we can. Well, I was planning on doing a live feed Saturday from the hotel, but we did not get back to the hotel till after 11 o'clock, I think. And after pulling 17 hours, we literally come back from the job site. We didn't even eat out that night. One of the guys at the plant had to stay there and watch us, so he ordered DoorDash, and we paid for his DoorDash because he had to stay there as long as we were there, and he ordered us food and we paid for it. Pokey Bear, hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. I was just telling everybody I was probably going to cut out here shortly because I just got a notification a little bit ago that Mama and Little C got back to the house with our food. I'm going silent here, sleeping time. See you, buddy, and Hopper. All right, Christoph, we'll see you, brother. I love it, Pokey Bear. I was telling him I worked 138 hours the last 2 weeks. I worked 8 weeks without a day off, spent 6 days in the hospital with acute renal failure. Well, John Bob, the cool thing about this job is they will let us work the hours we want, but they do not require us to work them. If we would have told them that we was going to come home, they would have said okay. But they did appreciate the fact that we stayed and worked. I hate the hours, but congrats on... Oh, don't hate the hours, John Bob. I had a ball. I had a blast, son. And I mean, I got to do things I ain't done in years, and we had a ball. What's up, Drain? I'm driving north to make sure I still got that 17 point tied to a tree. There you go. I'm going to call it a night here soon. I got a notification about 10 or 15 minutes ago that Mama and them was home with her food. Yeah, they didn't force us, John Bob. Uh, they told us we were going to go 4 days, and we wound up being there 7. And the boss man actually called my buddy and asked if I was okay because he thought I was going to be mad and tell him I wasn't doing this no more. And I was like, no, man, I'm having fun. Just my legs and my feet hurt. But the boss man told me the other day to get with my buddy and take the company credit card and go buy me a brand new pair of Red Wings, and the company would pay for them. I'm like, aye, El Capitan. I was at 290 this morning, John Bob. 290.4, I think. I'm wearing between a size 40 and a 42. It so far it's a great company, Pokey Bear. They said if you need something, you let us know. I even took some of my tools to work because I didn't like what was going on with some of their tools, and he was like, no, 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 we buy your tools. We buy your tools. Heck no, fun job, money, good to go. That's right. Jeremy, you need to go get supper before you get too far off schedule. I'm going to here shortly, G-Man. George, Bellhopper, do you think for a work saw 200 PSI should be the max? I've had some that were above that, George, but they're hard to start and it's rough on the starter pause. 270.2 for me. You're below me, Johnny Bob. 200's good for a work saw, George. I've had some that was up in the 260, 280, but they're hard to start. You got to be wrenching on them to crank them. Well, guess I'll see you when we see you. Be safe. Go see Jesus. Tell him you need a 2026 Hellcat. That's right. Say hello to Mama and the girls for us. I will, Pokey Bear. She was on here earlier and I talked to her, but she never responded. She just said hello. But yeah, they went and got some wings and some boneless wings because me and Little C don't like wings with bone in, but Justin and Mama do, so I got y'all beating 340. We're trying to go down, Smitty, not up. Oh, mercy. My back does hurt a little bit. Fred the Destroyer tried to start my 255 PSI 395 and that didn't happen. Bellhopper, I'm so very proud of you. Thank you, Phenom. I appreciate it, brother. Keep praying for us because we need all we can get. Oh, and like I said, hopefully I will have insurance come next September or this September, and maybe I will be able to go to the doctor and actually get my blood work done and see what I need to wrangle on. Thank you, Bellhopper. Just trying to understand where the limits of a work saw should be. Around 200, George, it's easier on some of the parts, the bearings and stuff like that. So if you plan on running it for 3 or 4 years without having to go back into it, around 200 is probably the best place to be. Great job, Hopper. Thank you, John Bob. What are you doing for the diet? I'm doing intermittent fasting and the carnivore diet, Carl. I'm down 30 since the heart attack. That's awesome. Mine's 250, John Bob. That's where I'm set at. The hand hurt in 1930s Germany, 395. That's right. How is the young one doing it? His arm better. None of us is tiny. That's right. Well, none of us is tiny, but look. I'm so much smaller than I was. Oh, I'm always here for you, Bellhopper. You are blessed and highly favored. You and your family are always in my prayers. Thank you, Finn. We appreciate you, buddy. Just got the cast off. I lost 60 pounds and gained 30. I was down to 289. I went back up to 294 after 2 weeks of working. But I think some of that was muscle. I really do. Because my pants never really got tighter. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's definitely noticeable. I'm so much slimmer in the face. Yeah, these are the pants I got at Smitty's, Jeffrey. I can't believe you're on the carnivore diet. I was going to ask you if you lost weight. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, Drain, I've lost, in the last 89 days, I've lost 53 pounds. 220 and only come up to your shoulders. That's right. What's up, Baskers? Guess you got a point. That's right. All right, fellers. Hey, Basker. Good to see you, buddy. I just fixing to cut out. My supper just got to my brother's house about 20 minutes ago. I'm fixing to run out yonder and have supper, and then I'm going to relax for the rest of the night. I'm going to go to church tomorrow, and then I go back out Monday morning at 6 o'clock. So I got to leave here about 5. I got to leave here about 5 something in the morning on Monday, and we're going to leave the shop in Statesville at about 6. Not too much. I work for John Deere now. That's right. Have a great week at work. Take care of the family. We're trying, G-Man. I'll keep you and your family in prayers. That's right. Thank you, Chris. See you, Johnny Bobby. Love you, buddy. We love all y'all. Y'all don't forget, you come here and watch us. We enjoy you. Keep watching my videos. Hopefully, before long, I will try to get you some new ones. I thought about asking Sandra if I can film some of the stuff that I do on the shredders, as long as I film close into what I'm doing and don't show anything. I don't think anything is very proprietary, but I don't want to film anything and get in trouble for it. Good seeing y'all still alive. Yes, Baskers. I went to work for Littner Recycling USA. I worked 138 hours in the last 2 weeks. Great seeing y'all. Hate I missed you last Saturday, but like I say, every Saturday we got a chance. Yeah, it's good money, Baskers. Take care, Jeffrey. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. All right, y'all. Work on your mental health and your physical health. Make you last longer. Make you a lot happier. Have a wonderful week, sweetheart. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, Pokey Bear. All right, we love y'all. All right, y'all. Bellhopper out. Bye.